Hello everyone, it's just a dad. So how well is the brand new Roomba 505 gonna clean this carpet? We're gonna see how it does against some fake poop. We got some really long hairs, we got a bunch of confetti. We're gonna put it through the test here. So here's the brand new Roomba 505. It is a mopping robot. It does have a single brush roller, single side brush. It does have a carpet sensor, and it's got a docking station that can wash the mop pads with cold water. It does dry them with hot air. We've got a clean water tank and a dirty water tank you're going to have to empty. And then it does empty the dustbin into a dust bag, which you will have to replace that after 3 or 4 months. Now, I love that this Roomba has LiDAR navigation, and it does have a pretty sophisticated sensor on the front. Here's the dustbin, so when it vacuums your house, everything's going to go into the dustbin, and again, it's going to get everything will get emptied out of here when it comes back to the dock station. Okay, so I'm going to go tell it to clean that area. It's got some carpet and some hardwood floors, so we'll see how it does with carpet sensing. First thing it's going to do, it's going to wash the mop pads. It is a little loud. You hear a dirty water pump and a clean water pump. Now what that's doing, it's setting the pad wetness because this does not have an internal water tank. So when the robot comes off, the pads are going to be wet because they were just washed. It's not able to keep them wet as it's cleaning your floor. But it will. You can set how often it comes back to the base station to wash the mop pads, to get them clean and to re-wet them. Okay, I've got the carpet torture test ready to go. Fake poop. Got ground coffee in the carpet. We got some really long hairs, a cable, and a toy. Okay, it's traveling over to this room. Now it is able to lift its mop pads. It doesn't tell us how high they lift them. All right, I've got it on maximum suction, so it's already started to clean. And I do have the 705. This looks like it has the same sensor as the 705 right there. All right, so here we're gonna get a carpet sensing event. And it should lower those mop pads. Because I've got it to where it's going to vacuum and mop at the same time. There, it lowered the mop pads. That's relatively good. Now I have a whole nother video of it mopping up muddy paw prints. Okay, it lifted the mop pads pretty good. It's getting the long hairs. It's a little noisy. Again, I've got it on its highest suction possible. There's its family members. There's the 205, the 105. I don't recommend any of those. If you'll see, they're missing the Just a Dad sticker seal of approval. Now this one might get it, but the price point's $1,000. That's gonna be its Achilles heel. This robot's about a year old. I mean, it's just released, but the technology is about a year old. You can see there, it's got the same sensor, I'm pretty sure, as the 705. But the 705, the one there on the left, is just vacuum only. So it's got the 105 base. It's funny how they reuse this stuff. Now in the app, it does have where you can vacuum first and then mop. So that way the mop pads would not be wet. So that's a nice feature. Yeah, Roomba's starting to figure things out a little bit. This robot, there could be light at the end of the tunnel for them. I've been really signaling their death. But this robot, people are gonna have a good user experience. Let's just say that. It's going to come down to price, and that sensor, boy, it should have saw that toy. It's not too hard of an obstacle to see, but none of them, even these most expensive Roborocks, none of them are 100% so. So now it knows it's there. That's a good thing. Sometimes when robots run them over, they just keep running them over. So we'll see. Yeah, that looks like it's going around it pretty good. That's good. Turns its side brush off. There's some technology there going on. Oh, it just gets way too close. Way too close. Doesn't have picture taking capability at all. Even though that looks like a camera on the front. Vacuuming, it's doing a pretty good job. When it can go over and over with something. That cable, nope. Oh, it knows it's there. Man, close. It did, that same cable, it did avoid it on the linoleum during my hardwood floor testing, so, but then it missed my sign, so again, close. Here is the app where I'm telling it to clean. Whoops, yeah. There's the mop pad I want to show you. And it's got pretty good, ooh, it's got to sense that. Yes, yes, yes. Turn the side brush off. It knows something's there. That's good. And it turned away. Okay, good. There, the cable, it's kind of avoiding. You know, they could improve these a little bit with some software. I forgot what it said. It said it was doing something. Not sure what it said, but it said it's going to go back to the dock. But there's that poop. It did the toy. It went around, but it didn't. And then there's the cable right there. But again, you can't click on that. It doesn't give you any information. Now it is coming back to the dock. I think, hopefully it's not washing the mop pads based on, because I've got it set on 50 square feet. In the app, you set it how often you want it to come back to the base station, which it didn't really mop 50 square feet. It maybe cleaned 50 square feet, but not really. Yeah, it's washing the mop pad. So yeah, it just washed the mop pads based on time frame, I guess. It's coming back to this place. The app, it does a great job of mapping your house. The app is a little tricky. You don't have a lot of units. It's all about the automation with Roomba. So I had to put a little bit more coffee down because it's not going to clean this. It's not going to clean this area because I missed the dinner. I got that map wrong. Doing a pretty good job with the coffee. I got it. Oh, I think it's going to do 2 passes, I'm pretty sure. And we will be flipping it up and side down. It does struggle with long hairs. They will get wrapped around that brush roller pretty easily. That's an older design. Single brush roller without a split in the middle. Yeah, they don't ever really tell us why it turns the... And it always seems like those mop pads come down a little bit, but so there they're down. Yeah, it's pretty accurate as far as raising them. There's that toy. It's doing a good job vacuuming. It's still avoiding that cable. That's good. Yes, yes, good. Sometimes they'll see it the first time and then the second time they just run it right over. So good. It's avoiding that pet waste. Boy, where it does vacuum is pretty good. Now, here it hasn't vacuumed. Ooh, just ran that cable over. It tried to mop the carpet a little bit, so it tries. And I can go in there and I can fine tune it. I can put a no mopping zone. Now, interestingly enough, it doesn't show you in the map where this carpet's at. Yeah, it lifts the mop pads right away. It's doing the second pass now. So the first pass was like this, the second one's gonna go like this. Now it does not do the perimeter of the room on the second pass. That's pretty unfortunate. Some robots just don't. I don't know why they don't. They should. Yeah, it's still getting way too close. It kind of ran that cable over a little bit. I just missed it. Whoops. All right, let's just take a look at the dustbin. Wow, that dustbin is full. Oops. Let's flip it over. Hey, much better with long hairs this time, but they wrap where they typically do on Roombas, down in here. And these ends don't pop off. So getting that, there's a bunch of hair wrap down there, and see there's a bunch there. I cut all this off right before this test. There's no comb, so long hair, this thing is definitely going to struggle. All right, let's tell it to go home. Nice little dustbin.
Dustbin installed. Returning home to charge.
I like that those are physical buttons now. Okay, it's going to empty the dustbin. Okay, we heard that thunk. That's good.
Dustbin empty and complete. Cleaning is starting.
All right, it's going to wash the mop pads. This is a little noisy, but not too bad.
Incomplete.
Okay, it's drying the mop pad now. It does dry it with hot air. And you can program it from 3 to, I think, 6 hours. It's very quiet. So let's just take a look. Lots of dirty water. This is from the earlier testing, so, you know, it is working. It is doing what it's supposed to do. Now, we did hear that thunk. That's good. That usually means the big...
Pad drying pod.
That usually means everything left the dustbin. It did a great job auto-emptying. Excellent. I love that.
Dustbin installed.
Yeah, I wish the app identified where the carpet was. Like, it sensed it, and it knows where it is, but it doesn't identify it. Again, the app has been completely redesigned. It's a new app. They still have the old app for the old robots. The new one won't control the old robots. Too bad, but LiDAR mapping's really good. The automations I got to dive into. I just don't know enough about them yet, but they're really wanting you to use the automations. Now I'm working on a list again. That Roomba is $1,000. The Mova P10 Pro I highly recommend. It's sometimes on sale for $600, $500. The Mova P50 is a far superior robot, and it's under $1,000. Got some brand new Q Revos. These are budget lines: QV35A, S5X. I've just now seen the Roborock Q Revo Curve. That's an amazing robot. That I saw that for under $1,000. So you can see Roomba's got some catching up to do, but at least they're not going to have a bad user experience. I've got all the Eufy robot vacuum cleaners. Check out those videos. I will be comparing them to the Eufy robots. So if you end up buying this, you're not going to have a bad user experience, not like the old Roombas. That I'm not mad about. I just can't give it a sticker based on price point. Missing a few nice features, but overall, this, I may give it a just a dad sticker seal of approval if I see this go on sale. If this is on sale for $700, this isn't too bad of a robot vacuum cleaner. Again, I bought it with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. This is probably the nicest things I've had to say about a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner in a long time. Now, the 405 is awful. No obstacle avoidance whatsoever. And mine even failed out of the box. So I just sent it back. I can't afford to buy these. That's $1,000 out of my pocket. And I don't know how much many more. I may send it back. I don't know. Because, I could spend $1,000 elsewhere. That would be money well spent. So I may keep this, just depending if I need to compare it to a lot of other robots. I'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, with that being said, I am talking with Mova. I may end up sponsoring some of their videos because I believe in Mova products. I believe in Dream, Roborock also. These are very solid companies that I'm not going to have a problem. I'm going to test it. I'm going to put it through my rigorous testing, and it's got to pass my test before I'm not just going to carte blanche say, oh, it's a great robot just because they're paying me. I'm not going to do that. If I test one of their robots, like say they send me the brand new Z50, I think they got one coming out. They send it to me, I'm going to test it. If I don't approve of it, I don't think you're going to have a good user experience. I won't do the video. But if I think, okay, this is a really, really good robot, I can honestly say I approve of it and I think you're going to love it. If I can say those things, I will do a sponsorship. Again, I haven't done any yet. This is all in the works. I've got to think of the future. There's some revenue streams that may not be there in the future. Like I do videos on Amazon. I do affiliate links and videos on Amazon. I don't know how long that's going to be around. So I've got to just kind of think of the future. I love what I do. And I think I can give you an honest opinion. If I approve of something, I've been testing these now for 2 years. I've got a really good feel for these robots. And I'm coming up with lists, I'm not going to say just this brand, nothing else. I test them all. Ecovacs, I'm going to start getting into Ecovacs a little bit more. I think they're available in other countries. So I haven't had the best experience. They're not bad robots. They're just not the best, in my opinion. But maybe some of the other ones are. They release so many. There again, I just can't get every single robot. It comes down to time and money. So I'm trying to pick the ones. Roomba, I've got to get the Roombas because that's what everybody thinks. They're the Kleenex of robot vacuum cleaners. This one's not okay. It's okay. So we're on the right track, Roomba. You're a year behind. You've got to figure out long hair. That's not going to cut it for long hair. So anyway, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I do use links. I'll put a link to this in the show description notes. You probably won't buy it, but I'll also put links to some of my most popular robots that maybe will work a little bit better for you. If you use those links, the price won't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these videos. And in the future, I'll use links, hopefully. And even if I'm given the price, I will state that if Mova sends me a product, I am obligated to say they sent this to me for free. I can still give my honest opinion, but I do have to make that statement. So you will always know if they sent the product to me for free and if they're paying me for the video. I think that is the future where I'm going because I think I can give a pretty good, honest opinion on something that I believe in. Because I've been given lots of recommendations over the last year. I'm getting lots of feedback that people are very happy with. Oh, I got the Roborock Q-Evil Curve and I love it. I've got the Mova P10 Pro and I loved it. So it's just kind of giving me reassurance that, okay, I think we can do this together. So let me know what you think in the comments. I just really do appreciate everybody's support. I know, and I have said I'm always going to buy with my own money, but I do have to just kind of think of the future, and I don't know what the future holds. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. Let me know what you think of this strategy in the comments. Again, I keep all my talking at the end. A lot of people probably don't watch the whole video. I get statistics, most people just click through and watch like maybe out of hour-long video, they may watch 6 minutes total. So I get that. And that's what I'll always be about. I will always be about the information. I'm not going to be a salesman. I'm here for you. You got $500 to spend, that's not the robot to buy. If you got $1,000 to spend, that's not the one to buy. There's better ones. And you could spend less money and get a better robot. So that's where I really want to come from. So again, check out my Instagram and TikTok. I do stories where I give what the sales are today. Robot vacuum cleaner sales are the wild, wild west. They're at random times, random durations. They make no sense. So people tell me when they are. I'm looking daily. It's just, I want to help people out because like the Mova P10 Pro, it's like $800 right now. Don't buy it for $800. I've seen that thing on sale for like $500-600 3 times this year already. So you've got to wait for the sales. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks again.